for Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3. So welcome to the show. Appreciate it for this coming through for this review for the new season. Let me go ahead and make a couple things right quick. I switched it up a little bit with that opening. Actually, I pushed the wrong button. For some reason, I don't know, I upgraded my internet. Now it's been moving and doing worse than before. So I definitely got to get that checked out. So if you all are watching this video, bear with me because it seems like it's lagging and I'm having some type of issues. So I don't know what in the world is going on with this internet. But anyway, we here. So, man, it's hot. I'm trying to turn this thing on. So, what do you guys think about this season and Power Ghost Book 2? Let me know what's your Moorescore. Hashtag Moorescore. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you would rate it. I'm about to break down my thoughts about the episode and give you my rating at the end. So we'll see how it all goes when the cookie crumbles, so to speak. So this last episode, it had a couple little moments that was pretty good, and it had a couple moments that I was like, what? So, man, this dang on computer, I'm gonna just be able to read the comments, and I'm not gonna be able to put up these comments because my dang on thing is lagging again. But all right, so the one thing that I didn't like about this episode is that he the butter knife assassin now. I just thought that right there wasn't needed. He should have just punched him in the face or something. I don't know. But I thought that was doing a lot to have him kind of stab dude. And I thought that was going to be a good storyline, that Sebastian was going to be blackmailing Tariq. And now we see why he needs money and why he's still in the game. But then he killed him. So I was like, and then the way they did it and the way they had it meet up and things, and I don't know how they got away with that. So I don't know. You guys let me know. How did they get away with that? What did they do with the body? I mean, aren't they on camera going into the hotel? At least Tariq is. Instead of, Braden and what you call it. But anyway, we'll get to that. But I did like that Lauren is alive, and I was saying before that I believe that she's alive. We didn't see the body, and the way things happen, it just seemed kind of fishy. But they hit me with a curve, uppercut with it, because what I don't like about it is I don't understand yet, and of course it's only one episode, so they gotta explain it. So we'll see how they do the explainings. We see how they do the explainings, okay? But they need to explain how did Effie not kill her, but she working with the feds, but everybody thinks she dead, including her parents and Effie and everybody. But she was in the car. How the hell did this happen? So I'm wondering what happened with this. Did Effie have a girl-to-girl moment and let her live? And then Effie hears she dead in a car accident and think, oh, damn, she killed herself anyway. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, they got some explainings to do. Okay, we got some explainings. Because I'm wondering how that happened. So let me see if I can get some of these comments fixed. I see a few people, Lions Den giving it a 9.5. All right. Catherine Reese on Facebook, she said, I think they were tailed. Okay. Brian, what's up, Brian? He say, I think Effie the CI. Okay. That makes sense. Because, we really don't know nothing about Effie still. Which I'm I kind of surmise about this. Why is there no telling us about the Effie? That's my Super Mario. But, we still don't really know a lot about her background. And she was on Power. And now she on Book 2, Season 3. So, hopefully we learn a lot more about her. Because her whole way of doing things has always been fishy for me. I even made a video about her being the feds. And that was for Power. So... so far it hasn't come true, but that would make a lot more sense, especially how she's going to an Ivy League school and moving so much work at the same time doing her school work, so I mean, my time in college and I was nowhere near any Ivy League school. They give you enough work to keep you busy. And you still trying to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff, and people do things, but they wasn't on that level of doing things. So, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, it would be good to learn a lot more about Effie this season. Hopefully we do. So one thing that we did see, another thing that had me kind of is that they always got this controversial class. And we got the new teacher now, a controversial teacher in the same classroom. Come on, man. But anyway, it was another thing that she said that had me thinking why they say that? But anyway, she said that it was like a special class. And I think she said, hundreds of students or maybe 1,000 students tried to sign up. And she handpicked from the group of whatever amount to be there. It's funny how she got pretty much the same people from the same class. I'm like, man, she's good. Need her to pick some numbers for me. But anyway, we see that she gonna be pretty much gonna be with Councilman Tate somehow intertwined. And we saw he already had a little baddie on his arm with a little belly out. She's a little belly dancer at the little private conventions or whatever. Ain't no telling what she may be there for. Maybe some arm candy or maybe some candy that you share and pass around like M&M's. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it might be the M&M with nuts. But we'll see how that all turned out. Jason G, he say, the woke classroom. Love the rest of the show. Hey, man, what's up with the woke classroom, man? That's kind of man, again. So, it is what it is, man. I try not to even take this show on the level of Raising Kanan and BMF and Force and other shows, man. So it's a different type of show. That's all it is. It's a different type of show, and I'm gonna say it like that. I think it's for a younger demographic too, because there's a lot of things going on with this show, but it's got some interesting points. I'm just trying to see how it's going to all play out. But we see that Reek is now kind of out the game, but about to be back in it, kind of. And, he say he's smarter than his father, this, that, and the other. Which you all let me know what you think. And I think most of y'all that watch and follow my channel and know me already know that T-A-hyphen weak, W-E-A-K, you know damn well I ain't about to say he's smarter than Ghost. or did anything better than Ghost. He damn sure can't fight better than Ghost. What fight he won? He ain't smarter than Ghost. This boy, Ghost still pulling the strings even after death. This boy's still working his ass off to get what Ghost put in place for him. So put a 1G if you think Tariq is smarter than Ghost. Put a 2G if you think that Ghost, St. Patrick, James, the OG, is on way another level than Tariq could ever be. You know, I get that he trying to aspire to something, but no, the Ghost is smarter than Yost. The Yost you don't do is with the Yost. Okay, you can't do it. Anyway, I see nothing but 2G. Mr. Jones, 2G. Babe God, 2G. Markel Baker, 2G. Jet Set Turner. Urkel against Tevin Campbell. Jason G, 2G. You got a 2G Smurfy. Weave, 2G. Smurf. I don't see nobody with a 1G. What's up, Nikki? Brian, Tariq, shanking up Bash like that was silly and out of character. Thank you. I mean, I'm not trying to be critical and say nothing or whatever. I'm just saying that didn't seem right. He got so much heat on him, so much going on. Why would he do that? Because dude was talking to him. Man, just punch him in the face. Bow! Man, say something else. You think you got me with that, or something. You know, that I would have started to respect him a little more for that. At least try to get tough on it. I would have been like, well, he got tough on the little punk, whatever. But still, we'll see how it turn out. Maybe he come get revenge and try to, you know, blackmail him even more or something. It would have been more interesting to me than just out of a fit of rage now. He just picks up knives and stabs people. Like, that was out of character. Tariq has never did anything to anybody instantly. Never. So he's never done anything to anybody on the spot. And so for him to do that on the spot at that level, I was like, man, what? So it definitely was out of character to me. I didn't see that coming. So, you know. But anyway, we see another thing that was interesting to me. And I wish my dang on computer. Let me see if I can get some of these pictures working. I got some things I could possibly pull up. But what's up with Tariq while I'm thinking about it? And I talked to somebody and they was talking about it and they kind of had a couple good points. But they had Tariq doing the speech at the for Zeke at the school. So when they had Tariq come up, and I'm thinking, why they have him? Oh, my pictures ain't on here, but I got a few, so I'll get to some in a second. But why they have him doing it, and then they had Mary J over there crying in the corner. Her husband ain't even go to console her or nothing. But I was thinking, man, of all the people to have to talk about this boy, his mama didn't show up, nothing. Like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of a little different for me. But, you know, we'll see how it all turn out. Maybe we will see Zeke's mama in this show. But as of now, we ain't see nothing yet. So one thing that we did see is this new character who seems to be a badass, Nona? And she's back in town to reclaim her property. That's my property. Which was this diamond ring. I'm trying to do 2-3 things at a time, so if I seem like I'm talking a little slow, plus this computer is moving slow, so it's getting on my nerves. But anyway, she come back to reclaim this diamond ring that her boo Mecca had, that she felt was hers. She waited for somebody else to buy it at auction, And this part in the beginning of the show, I was like, man, this guy bought this ring for $5 million and he in Central Park by himself with this woman proposing. And they talking to him, talking about give me the ring. And he talking about get away, walk away, I'm going to call the cops. So he definitely deserved to get that ring took and that hand that rocks the cradle chopped. Because they should have took off running. That's $5 million ring. And you talking about some, come on, man, get out of here. I'll call the cops. What? Man, $5 million. I might have chopped my woman's damn finger off to get the hell out of there. So now we see she back in town. And she's going to be the new big bad character. Because they always have a new big bad. Which one thing I wish they could do for this show is maybe make the big bad stay a while. You know? That would be good. Make them stay a while. So, you know, maybe she'll stick around. We'll see. It would have been nice if Mecha could have stuck around. I like this character. But they made him go downhill real fast. So she back. She come chopping off hands. She got this ring-a-lang-lang. She talking about they was about to get married. Little does she know about that Mary J. What's her name on here again? I don't know why I can't think about it right now. But anyway, damn, what's Mary J. name on here? Let me know in the comments, because I had a good joke lined up for it too. Anyway, she don't know nothing about that. Nana? What's her damn name on here? So, I'm wondering how that's going to be. I see a couple people saying support one game and she dying this one season. Monet. But what he call Monet? Nene. Nene. She don't know nothing about the Nene right there. He about to get that ill Nana. That's what Foxy Brown had, that ill Nene. So they gonna have a female battle this season of villains, which is something that is unique and new, because we haven't seen really a female battle. I'm over here sweating bullets over here. We haven't really seen a female. I mean, I guess you can call the Spanish female a big bad, but they didn't really let her character expand. So maybe they'll let her character grow, at least for one season, and we'll see how it go with her and Nene. Now Nene is all broken up because Zeke is dead, and we see that she's furious and got no love for nobody until they find out who killed Zeke, and she want them dead. Now that's already setting us up for, of course, when she finds out it's her husband that killed Zeke, which I don't know how in the world she's gonna find that out unless he tell her, or unless some type of evidence come out. But of course she'll find out eventually, and she'll probably gonna kill her husband. The Tejada name will be gone. She gonna strike that name. So that's gonna be kind of messed up. But one thing that she said that was kind of cutting was whoever shot him in the back was a coward, or whatever the case. And, you know, he was kind of looking like, okay, whatever. So we'll see how it all happened. Jamari Riddick said they got cameras in the hangar, probably. Good point. You know, hey, that's a great point, actually. Shout out to my guy, Jamari Go Bears. But who's to say that the feds don't have that footage and they just haven't released it yet? And when the right time come, you know how they like to pull stuff out to get some information out of you or whatever. They may show her that and then get her to do something against her husband. Testify, kill him, or any of that. So we already saw that they didn't leave anything of value except for that condo. So we see that they leave a condo, the penthouse, which is a fabulous penthouse. They leave Mecca's penthouse to Nene. They said that he left it in his will or whatever to her. It was the only thing clean. All the everything else he had that was worth something, cars, planes, money, well, that's all been seized. So I'm like, what? But they said that was clean. So whatever. She gives it to Drew and Kane. They there, they kicking it, partying or whatever. And we eventually learned that the feds was making that a trap, a honey trap to begin with. So going back to maybe they got that on tape and they may use that and pull that out later to do whatever, because we see Blanca Rodriguez. I never liked the San Padre. I'm here to get all the St. Patrick all at the same time. They're not going to get away with it. I go from New York to wherever they need. I'm going to get it. So Blanca hot on the case, hot on the trail, and she ain't about to let it go. And so who knows, man, now that they may work together and get all this evidence, I don't see how Tariq is even, and Lauren, that's a good point. Good just said Lauren and Tariq, they gonna line up. Okay, well, I don't know, but they got Lauren in the mix. So it's starting to be a lot of evidence and things starting to be collected. Plus, they know Tariq is on video going into Mecca's apartment before Mecca died. So I don't know. It ain't looking too good. We'll see. Support Gamer says, I think Monet kills Lorenzo in the scene. That's shown in the trailer. She might have already found out the truth. She tells Lorenzo to get out of NYC before she snaps. They get into a fight and boom. That's possible. I mean, I hope that ain't the case, for the simple fact that, damn, it's only the second episode. And I think it may be something else, or why she's saying that, maybe. But, you know, it does make sense. I think she might be saying it. Maybe he hot. But if they find out it by the second episode, damn, it's moving fast. So I hope it ain't moving that fast and she find out that fast. But we'll see how it ends up. Brian say Diana gonna end up with Tariq. She ain't dying. I don't think Diana is dying. Some people say that's who may be in the casket. I don't think so either. But it is kind of crazy how she end up in the same school, damn near in the same room with Tariq. So, no, they is in the same room. Wasn't they in the same? Oh, then they got it switched. Or they was, I could have swore they was in the same room, but then Braden's people, let me know. Ain't they in the same room? Diana and Tariq, I could have swore they is. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn for the super chat. My first super chat of the night. I gotta put this on the screen. He done came through with the super chat. It's taking a while to load up, but it says Tariq is part of the reason why Zeke is dead, because Tariq knew that Diana would look into the bag and tell the business to Lorenzo. Why didn't Tariq just give that bag to Davis? That's a good point. That's a good point. Plus, I think Tariq is more the reason of him dead than even that. I mean, Tariq brought all this extra drama into his life because they kept all this away from him. And then by Tariq being there, and then he used him to get to Monet and all that stuff and all the things. So, yeah, Tariq kind of ruined that boy life, you know, truth be told. Thanks for the super chat, fam. And, yeah, man, Tariq, he definitely was slipping on that. Diana snoop around and run her mouth way too much, and he should have been more careful. But you know, he was slipping, and then, you know, it just cost that boy his life, man, for nothing. Everybody was talking about Zeke, but he was an interesting character to have on the show. Another interesting character that I've been kind of waiting for them to open up a little bit is Davis McClain, my boy Method Man, who, you know what? He's actually a really good actor. I give Method Man credit on this show. He shines when he's on the screen for whatever the reason. He does a really good job. And so I like that they're now going to get into what's going on with his brother. We saw that they were talking about his brother is sick, who they have is Redman, who, I mean, I used to think Redman was a better actor than Method Man when they first started off. But now, I think Method Man's a real good actor, and maybe even better than Redman. I mean, we don't see Redman act too much anymore. But so now they got his brother sick. He got to try to do some things to get him out, and it's going to be interesting to see how that all play out, especially since we know that his brother's basically in jail to cover for him. He's the one that did the crime. And, of course, my boy, DBS, Dirty Ball Sacks. You know, shout out to Dirty Ball Sacks for Shane for coming through for the interview. Really cool guy. If you all haven't seen it, check out my interview with DBS. It was a really good interview. He's real cool. But anyway, DBS is still snooping around Davis, trying to not only see what he got going on with Tawik and other things, but he is kind of snooping around his case with his brother. And I just got a feeling that he gonna find out this season that Davis McClain is the one that actually did the crime, not his brother. And he may blackmail him or attempt to blackmail him with that information to get something out of him, whether it's for Tawik or for, you know, whatever reason. So I do think he gonna find out this season. Plus, he got that ill Nana all on him. That Jenny from the block, boy, she been throwing it on him. So, you know, he sprung like T-Pain. And, you know, he don't have too many options at this point. He don't want to lose that one. So he's going to do what he need to do to get back in her good graces. And I think that's going to end up hurting him in the end. Nikki, you say Redman look like he's ill. I hope he's okay. So he's actually supposed to be ill in the show, but I agree with you. He does look ill right now. But as far as we know, as far as I know, he's not sick in real life. If anybody that's watching knows if Redman is sick or not in real life, let me know in the comments. But Redman, of course, shout out one of my favorite rappers of all time, Muddy Waters, Doc's the name, Doc Strange, way before they was making movies. So, you know, shout out to the 70-something plus people watching live right now. Appreciate all y'all for coming through. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I see you say read your comment. I can't read everybody's comment. So if you got a comment, just type your comment. And that'll be better than saying read it. Because it just so happened I just saw that one. I didn't see the other one. So you wasted the typing on saying that, because I could have read that one. Anyway, I said my computer is lagging right now, so I can't really put up the comments and move through it like I want to. So, you know, Y'all gonna have to bear with me, but I can't, get to everybody. So we see Braden now has been punished for what he did in the courtroom, and now we see why they family is so big. Weston. They got some type of financial corporation, and his father is big in the financial world, but it seems that he got a bunch of coked up little Wolf of Wall Street type boys working for him. And once Braden come in, first of all, he saw that piece of chocolate, boy. What Braden know about black women? He trying to get with her now? He like, hey, I sell dope with black women all the time. Why don't you let me see what that little black love like? Ooh, yeah, I'm really in there now. Like, man, what? Anyway, we see that these dudes is getting coked up at the damn table at work, at the damn office, like it's nothing. And then Braden nah, I'm good. And they come on, man, you a Western. If you anything like your uncle, go ahead. So he So anyway, it turned out these dudes, as we saw for the trailer for the next episode, it's gonna be their next victim, they next target, rather I should say, for their business enterprise. They supposed to be the next Wolves of Wall Street. So we'll see how that go. But hold on. You alright? Yeah, and things falling around and things, live TV, what I'm supposed to say. But anyway, so we see that they gonna be their next targets. But what had happened was, so now after he did all of that, they have a party, and while they partying at Mecca's penthouse, which of course, who wouldn't want to have a party there? You just got a dope penthouse. Braden, Kane, Tariq, other people is there. So once we see they having a party, whatever the case, in comes the new big bad, Nuna. And Una. It's Una or Nuna? Una? But the next thing you know, they got them hemmed up, about to kill them until they talk their way out of it and now become their new distro, their new supplier, which I was like, okay. Corey Washington say it's unrealistic that they would let Tariq in that building after that court case. Man, I didn't think so either, but Numa. All right, support gaming, appreciate you. Carl, Levi, Mr. Jones, talking and grubbing. What's up? So they do. Fresh boy said that she's tough. They do have her as being tough right now. She done chopped off a hand without blinking an eye, and it seemed like she ain't gonna take no ish from nobody. Ramon Hope say that party was the dumbest idea ever. Okay, actually, you right. It was the dumbest idea ever. I agree that they would have done that, but truth be told, they should have waited. Like, this dude just died, was murdered in there. Turned out y'all knew he was an informant, all kind of stuff. You don't know what. That spot was hot, but they young, dumb, and we know what they full of ish. So we see them up in there. But yeah, that was dumb to do that. And who wants to party? Even they said, why you partying in the dead man's crib, dead man's mansion or whatever. So that was kind of dumb. No, it wasn't no kind of, that was dumb. But they did it and somehow talked their way out of it. It became her new distro. And she ain't even gonna like test them or nothing. she gonna give them like a mountain of dope. I forgot offhand, but like now they were gonna replace Mecca, and I'm like, she ain't gonna even like give them a dry run or nothing. So Numa, they got a whole warehouse. She take them, and I'm like, man, what? This right here is like Walmart of dope. She the damn Walmart of the dope game. And so it wouldn't be nobody going to school if they tried to move that at the school. If they started moving that at the school, man, this show would be a whole nother show. I'm going to tell you that. So they going to try to move it on Wall Street, which, to be honest, even that amount, I mean, them Wall Street dudes, they be doing some stuff. But with that amount, they ain't going to get no work done. They be dead, burn out. So, yeah, they can throw parties and this and that, and they can be supplied, but we don't know how much time they working with. Now, they do got multiple branches to work with as far as the Wall Street angle, the school, and then whatever Kane gonna move on the streets. So that's 3 angles to move the product. And then they gonna bring Effie in, although Kane is trying to backdoor manipulate that, which I'm gonna get into. I like that storyline, actually. I like that storyline with what Kane is doing with Effie and Tariq, and I'll talk about that in a second. But so we see they got 3 ways to try to move that dope, which they would need multiple ways. And those 3 ways, to be honest, ain't really, well, we don't know about what Kane is doing on the street and how much he can move. But I think that school route is the weakest route to me. And they're going to need another avenue. So they need to go to public school. Where's Eastside High? Fair Eastside. Well, senior school's on. I said, senior goddamn school's on. You smoke crack, don't you? Don't you? Jump off the building. It's faster. Go on. Go on and let me jump. Jump. You smoke crack, don't you? Don't you? That's where they gotta go. That's where they gotta move that product. Cause where they at, that ain't gonna work. So we'll see. Fresh Boy said out in Jersey. So no. Support Gamers say, imagine if Numa actually killed Useless Drew and Everett in that scene too. Hey, they trying to make Drew like the toughest one, but I think she should have killed somebody in that scene. I think she could have killed Everett. I think that would have made a bigger point and have been a little more realistic to me than the hand. Because they didn't know that and they didn't see that. If they would have saw that, that's different. But they should have took out Everett. Oh well, you ain't climbing Mount Everett no more, Drew. You gonna have to remember the last time you was sitting on the peak of Mount Everett. Cause ain't gonna be no more. So, I don't know. What up, BB Bolger? Appreciate you. Talking and grubbing. They ain't getting past Joe Clark and those chains. Hey, Code Red! Code Red! Take the chains! Get the chain! God damn it, I said Code Red! Oh, shit. Where is it? Code Red! I said Code Red to get the chain. Everybody Code Red. Oh, no. Man, who told you and gave you permission to change the school song? I want everybody to learn it. She started to, we are. Man, that movie make me laugh every time I watch that. We see when they was in there in the auditorium. And they was sitting there talking. He like, man, what about the girl? You ain't gonna be taking care of the girl because you don't be taking care of your responsibilities. I can't go home and my mama don't want me no more. Good. Oh man, anyway, Joe Clark and the Chains. So, man, we'll see how they end up moving this. They definitely need to take out one of the brothers this season, and I'll be happy a little bit, because I know they ain't gonna take out Tariq. So to me, I think either Everett or Drew, one of them, need to die this season. That'd be a good story for me. I would prefer Drew to die and Everett, and then see how that go. Maybe Everett die first, and then Drew, trying to get revenge, ends up getting taken out. And then maybe that will be the reason that Kane will be gone next season. So we'll see. I'm wondering how many seasons this will go, and will this have a spinoff and all of that? What will happen with this one, this show? So I'm interested to see what's going on with that. But they do have a lot of storylines going on right now with this season. So it's like 10 storylines going on right now. Maybe even more. 10, 12 storylines right now. It's like more than Game of Thrones in the beginning of Game of Thrones going on. But you got the stuff with Drew and Everett. You got what Kane be doing, Diana is doing, Monet and Lorenzo, Tariq, Method Man and his brother, and the new teacher at the school, and Lauren, and you know, all the stuff with Effie, Dirty Ball Sacks. It's like a lot going on this show. Now you got Braden and the Wall Street Dope Boys, the Wall Street Dope Boys coming through, and we see that Braden is now in the position where he's gonna get mentored by his uncle at this firm, and now this dude kind of looks like, okay, you got potential. I like your app idea, and now we can do some other things, and who knows where that'll take it. Plus, we saw that the dudes, the powder puff boys, was talking about when he refused the dope, that his uncle get down. So who knows? His uncle may end up being his probably biggest connect to moving weight. And that might be actually how they can move a lot of this stuff, because if his uncle start knowing a lot of the power players, well, his uncle probably already know a lot of the power players in the financial world, then maybe he could be the somewhat connect to all the Bernie Madoffs and Jeffrey Epsteins of the world. Because Jeffrey Epstein got to get his dope from somewhere, right? So, Whitney Houston, who was her dope man? A lot of people be like, I love to be they dope man. They say that Jean-Claude Van Damme was spending $10,000 a week on coke when he was filming Street Fighter. He was kicking ass in turbo speed. He was doing the real tiger kick or whatever that he did the Chun-Li kick. Did the real flip. Shit, 10,000 a week. You know, so ain't no telling what may happen with that one. But Diana, I'm gonna have to really go with this theory. I've said it before, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm gonna go with it now. It's gonna get pregnant by Tariq this season, and they gonna start their little family. And that is gonna cause a big problem with him and Effie, which I think is gonna make it even more messy, because Kane like Effie, and he trying to manipulate her against Tariq. And when she find out Tariq is with Kane's sister, and she gonna get with him, and it's gonna be real messy. And if she try to hurt Diana, well, Kane can't let her hurt his sister. You see what I'm saying? So what would happen with that? That would be real messy right there, and I would be interested in that storyline. So we'll see what happened with that. And I like me some Diana. I think Effie is real pretty as well, but I think Diana, I just like her a little bit more, and I think that she would be a good match for Tariq. I think Effie could too, though. They both actually could be a good match for Tariq. You all let me know in the comments who you think would be a better match for Tariq. You could put in Effie, type Effie, or E, or type D, or Diana, or B, or both, you know, or either, or whatever. But you know, I think they both could be a good match. But with Diana basically being part of the crime family, and he being part of a crime family, and all the stuff they done been through, I think they just got more in common, especially since we don't know a damn thing about Effie yet. And if Effie turns out to be the feds, like I was alluding to earlier, and like I've already made a video about years ago, back when she was on Power, that she may be the feds. That video's got a lot of views, but it's old, you know. But they haven't really disproven it yet. We just haven't seen that they have proved it. That's all. Because we don't know. She could have been reporting and collecting evidence this whole time to somebody. Although I don't know why they would still be going this long, because they got more than enough evidence to put him away. So who knows? But we'll see. Maybe she just started somebody, you know, she got busted and got put in a hard spot. So who knows? We'll see. But you know, we'll see how it all turned out, man. This was an interesting episode. I'm about to go ahead and give it my rating of this episode. It's called the Moorescore. That's my own little personal little rating system I use so that I can be fair when I rate TV shows, movies, etc. Shout out to the nearly 100 people in here watching tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Let's do this Moorescore rating. Normally I play a little video, little thing, but with my computer lagging, let's get straight to it. So, the Moorescore is only 4 simple categories, 25 points each, give you a total of 100. You can always drop a decimal point, get a score of 1 to 10. Let's get into it. Visuals, cinematography, they use top-notch cameras, and they actually had a couple interesting angles and things of what they showed and different things. But overall, it was good, but not great. Out of a 25, I give it a 20. Storyline and plot. This storyline has a lot going on. Like I said earlier, damn near 10, 11 dang, 50, 11 dang going on in my mind. But I didn't like the butter knife assassin Tariq stabbing him. I didn't like that part of the story, and a couple other aspects of it that I didn't like them throwing the party at the place. That was kind of stupid, and some other things. Tariq giving the speech at the school instead of anybody else other than him, and some other things. But it wasn't that it was to the point where it made it ruin the show. So I will give it a 20 out of 25 for this episode. Special effects, makeup, costumes, they don't really have too much special effects in the show. I guess seeing the hand chopped off, but we didn't actually see it chopped off like it was hostile or something like that. But overall, they always have top-notch costume. Like, I'm looking at what Tariq is wearing and everybody is wearing. Like, where do they have time to go shopping to buy all these labels? But they got the best clothes on Power Book 2 of any of the shows. I got to give it to them. They got some clothes. So, with that, I give it a 23. I'm going to give them a 23 for that, because they always have excellent wardrobe for Power. And then last but not least, the most important category, did you enjoy it? The entertaining fun factor aspect of the Moorescore. And overall, it was entertaining. It had its moments, but it wasn't like the worst thing I ever saw, and it wasn't the greatest. I'm going to give it a 20 out of 25, which would bring it to a total Moorescore of an 83. Okay, an 83. I won't say that it was, I'm trying to fix this computer. All right, there we go. Sweet Brown Sugar wardrobe is always fire. It is. Carl Levi, that Fendi sweet suit Lorenzo had was fire. It was. Hey, man, they do have excellent wardrobe on this show. I can't even lie, man. I be looking like, damn. Everybody be dressed to the T. Whoever they fashion people is for this show, they be on it. They be on it. And the suits that Davis wear, hey, what old girl was wearing with Tate, even though that was kind of inappropriate for that type of function to be wearing something with your belly out at a formal event, hey, that dress was fire, and she was wearing that boy too. And his suits be like tailor-made and things. Everybody be on point with the costumes on Power. I can't even front on that. And so, and then my experience with the Power universe, they wardrobe department, they got a lot of stuff. And so hopefully I can get some nice stuff one day too. But overall, it was alright. It was cool. It was good. It wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best. But it was decent. It was good. I'm interested to see how the rest of it play out. I want to see what's going on with Lauren. Like I said, that has us planes to do. How is she still alive? Who do it? How is she living? How is she still alive? Who puts her in the car? Who does it? How the hell she get what? that they got a lot to tell me with that, which I'm glad it's a TV show with episodes to do that, because as of now, that definitely ain't making sense. But they ain't told us nothing, so can't hold it against them just yet. We'll see how they explain it. Like I say, only thing I ask for any movie or TV show, whether it's Godzilla, King Kong to Malcolm X and everything in between, is just make it make sense when you explaining it. Just make it make sense. Explain it. Just make it make sense, whatever it is. You know, Star Wars, all that is fake. The Force, all that. But if you explain it right, then I can believe in a galaxy far, far away, you can pick up a spaceship with your mind. But, you know, you gotta explain it. So, we'll see. Also, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with them and the new big bad Nuna. I keep on saying the dang on name. Nuna. So, is she gonna end up facing off with Monet? What's gonna happen with that ring? I mean, she gonna rock that ring now after this got charged $5 million ring. That's not just any old piece of jewelry. That's some hardware right there. Plus, Tariq gave that to McLean. So McLean, $5 million. Come on, man. How much is he billing Tariq? Hey, with that ring, dude, not only did I not tell, you know, where it came from, now that these people looking for it, and now they came back to me, dude, you got me on the books for a while, man. What the hell? What is his hourly rate? 2 G's an hour? $5 million for that ring? Come on, Davis. Tariq better start negotiating his lawyer prices like he do the dope prices, because shoot, Davis screwing him. I mean, I can't really say that to a certain aspect, because the truth be told, in real life, what is your freedom worth? What is your health worth in life? What good is $1 million if you in jail for life? You know, or $5 million if you in jail for life. Would you have $5 million but you in jail for life, or be a regular Joe and be free? I think most of us choose to be regular Joes and be free than be rich but incarcerated. So, especially for life. And Tariq, Davison saved him a few times. So, ain't no telling. So, we'll see. Francis says Davis might die. That's a good one. I think Davis could die, and I wouldn't be surprised if he got killed, because you gotta think he is a lawyer for criminals, and they are very close to him. Kane already hopped in his car, which was a Bentley Bentayga, starting price of $500,000 Bentley SUV. Hey, Power, the wardrobe and props department be on point. The cars and clothes on Power, some of the best. Some of the best, I'm telling you. Everybody rolling good, except for Tariq. Tariq still ain't got a driver's license. He still got a bus pass. That's another thing they need to explain. How the hell is he getting around still? Why he ain't get a license? I mean, we did see him drive now, but anyway, he need to get a car. But yeah, we'll see. Davis, he a Sweet Brown Sugar say he a thug in the suit. In a way, he should be in jail. It ain't even in a way, because he's a criminal, and his brother took the rap for which we don't really know the whole story, but was what, some type of drunk driving or something like that, or something he did, accidental killing or manslaughter or something they was alluding to. Been a while since I saw that scene, but he's actually killed somebody, and so he should be in jail. And you know, the way he is comfortable around all of these criminals, the thug in the suit, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't disagree to a certain extent. Talking and Grubbin said, I don't think Davis will die. He's too valuable to the story. That's a good point, though. He is valuable to the story, and like I said earlier, he a good actor. He's probably the best actor on the show, damn near. Lorenzo is actually a good actor, but his scenes, his character is not used enough. And also, DBS is a good character, but, well, a good actor, rather, I should say. But his character is just not likable. But Shane, actually, DBS is actually a very good actor. I had to give that to him. No, not even saying it because, you know, he came through. But he's actually a very good actor, because when you can make somebody not like you or like you, pretty much draw an emotion out of you for your performance, you're doing a great job. And I think a lot of people don't like him. Which is good, because that's a character, that's not really him. So I think he's doing a good job with that. And Tariq, I don't like him, the character. So I'll give Michael Rainey credit. Michael Rainey's a good actor, although they have Tariq doing some scenes and things that I think is out of character and maybe not best. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Let's see. Nikki, she say, I agree. Why don't he have a car? He's in college drunk. I know, right? Louisiana boy, Davis only care about money and winning. Yeah, that's true. Fresh boy, he said he still got Reek box. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read another comment before I get up out of here. Support Gaming. He said they recast this Davis brother with a different actor. It's apparently not Redman anymore. Oh, snap. I missed that. If that's the case, then that's sad. That's sad and unfortunate. Maybe scheduling issues or something. I'm not sure. But I was looking forward to seeing Redman. Because as a fan, I like Redman. So if that's the case, that's unfortunate. And appreciate the heads up, because I definitely didn't know that. Dang. Well, I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming through. It was fun. Definitely talk about the show. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season and how it play out. And hopefully they don't have Tariq doing no more with the butter knife assassin moves. And maybe he can do something else instead of killing people with the nail file and things like that. So we'll see. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace. Deuces. Good night.